This is Carrie's family. They barely do anything together, normally stuck in their own worlds. When they are together, it always results in fighting, yelling, and slamming doors. Whenever Carrie is feeling down, sick, or anything at all, she bears that feeling deep inside her, not wanting to bother her family with it, for she knows they won't care anyway. When she was younger, her parents fought regularly, so she decided not to bother them with her problems any longer. This is Brenda's family. They love to spend time with each other, like going on family vacations or doing family game night, which ends in them laughing until their faces are red. From an early age, Brenda was taught that she could tell her parents anything. Whenever she was sick, her parents came running, taking days off of work just to make sure she was going to be okay. When Brenda was 18, she started lashing out on her family at random times. She had no idea why she was instantly moody after being perfectly normal. She also realized a sense of worthlessness was consuming her, feeling as if she were falling into a deep, dark trench. Carrie was also feeling a bit different. She began to notice how she was losing sleep, only able to get a few hours at a time before waking up completely exhausted. She had trouble focusing and making simple decisions, like what to eat for breakfast. This is very normal for someone experiencing depression. Other symptoms to look out for include loss of interest in hobbies, frequent or recurring thoughts of death, suicidal thoughts, suicidal attempts, feeling of hopelessness and of emptiness, anxiety, and easy agitation. Be on the lookout if you think someone you know has depression. Soon enough, Brenda started having worrisome thoughts. She turned to her parents instantly, and they decided to bring her into a local clinic, believing she had depression. Sure enough, the doctor said there was a very big chance of her having depression. She gave the family some tips to try and help with Brenda's depression. The following options are: 1. Be willing to listen. Let them know that you want to learn how they feel. When they want to talk, listen carefully. Don't give advice or opinions, and don't judge them. Number 2. Give positive reinforcements. People with depression may judge themselves and find fault with everything they do. Remind them of their positive qualities and how much they mean to you and to others. Option 3. Offer help. A person may not be able to take care of a certain task. Suggest specific tasks you'd be willing to do. Also, ask if you can take on a particular task. Number 4. Help to make their lives easier. To do this, create a regular schedule that may help a person with depression feel more in control. You can also help find helpful organizations. Many organizations offer support groups, counseling, and other services for depression. While Brenda is getting help, Carrie spent almost a month wrestling with her problems on her own and finally deciding to tell her parents. When she does tell her parents, they roll their eyes and tell her to suck it up. With that, she allows the depression to overtake her, swallowing her whole. She blocked her friends out, not wanting to bother them with something so small, resulting in slowly losing them all. Brenda's therapist and Brenda herself thinks that she's doing a lot better. Her therapist has started offering up suggestions on what Brenda's family can do next to help her recover. Some of the following suggestions are: making sure they are eating healthy, avoiding alcohol and caffeine, make sure they are taking their medicines exactly as they are prescribed and that they are getting enough sleep. Go on walks with them to keep them moving. Remind them that depression is not their fault and it is not something they can overcome with willpower alone. Although Carrie tried to find help, she eventually gave up hope for ever getting help. She continues to push people away, falling deeper into the darkness of depression. Even as she grows older, Brenda gets into these funks where she feels worthless and out of place. She now takes these thoughts into account, talking to her therapist immediately. Luckily, her therapist gives her options to reduce the risk of depression. Here's a list of different ways you can help reduce the risk of depression. Make sure they have a constant sleep schedule. Make sure they are exposing themselves to more sunlight during the day. Plan enjoyable activities with them. Help them to identify the stress in their lives, and help them practice healthy stress reduction techniques. As Carrie grew, she started working at a local gas station. Brenda happened to stop by and noticed something was amiss with Carrie. She started to talk to her, providing a safe place for Carrie, and Brenda eventually gave Carrie her therapist's phone number. Carrie has started to warm up to people, especially growing closer with Brenda and talking things out.